Okay, we're now at part 5 in this module on delegation, and we're going to be talking more specifically about exactly how to delegate, more of a process and how to delegate. So I'm going to suggest a fairly simple 7-step process here on how to delegate, or at least 7 general suggestions of things to consider when you're delegating. First, identify what it is that you need to let go of or transition. In other words, what is it that you want to delegate? Maybe because you've got too much to do, you want to get rid of some things, you're transitioning your role, whatever your reason is, what is a specific thing you want to delegate? Secondly, then, is to think about who is an appropriate person for you to delegate to. And we've talked about that, right? How do you know they've got the right skills, they've got the right experience and commitment and confidence, right? So can you identify someone who you could and should delegate that task to? Third, then, is start to communicate with that person and start by clearly communicating what the desired outcome is. Tell that person, here's really what I'm looking for. Here's the end result. Here's what it would look like if you were successful in doing this. Make sure you clearly communicate what the desired outcome is. And then fourthly, you can get into more specifics about some of the boundaries and expectations you might have for them. And sometimes, depending on if it's a big thing you're delegating, you might need to go into more details. If it's a very small, simple things, there aren't going to be so many details with it. But you might want to define boundaries and expectations with regard to how much authority am I giving you to make decisions, big decisions about things here when you take on this big activity. What kind of responsibility am I actually giving you? How much responsibility am I giving you? What kind of accountability do you have to me? What are you accountable for? What about timing am I expecting from you? When does this need to get done, or the steps along the way? Different things need to get done at what time. If you have expectations about that, make sure you tell them. Costs, what should this cost? How much money? What's your budget? What are you allowed to pay for certain things, right? Make sure they're clear on that. What kind of resources are available to them? You might want to clarify that. Checkpoints means, are there points in time when you want them to check in with you and just let you know where they're at or how things are going? Are there any kind of checkpoints that you want? Maybe at milestones along the way. And then lastly, are there any particular rewards out there? And if this goes really well, what could be the reward or what could be the consequence if it doesn't go well? Again, depending on the activity that you're delegating, some of this may be more important than others, but make sure you define the boundaries and expectations with the person you want to delegate to. Number 5 here is make sure you match the responsibility with the authority. So if you're giving them responsibility for something, make sure you also give them the authority to make the decisions behind it, right? We talked about that in a previous video. 6 is make sure you provide the adequate level of support and resources and encouragement that they need to be successful. Now here, this one we need to be careful because in general, if people are needing to come back to us and they need a lot of support, they need more resources, time, money, or they need a lot of encouragement, well, that can be an indication that we shouldn't have delegated to them to begin with because they need more support, they need more coaching, they need more experience, right? However, with many things we delegate in life, there can be situations that come up that are unexpected and unusual where the person might need to come back to us and ask questions or need help or need more resources or need encouragement. And if and when those unexpected situations happen, we as leaders need to be available and ready to provide whatever support and resources and encouragement they need. So this one, again, be careful. We don't want to go overboard in doing this because it means we haven't really delegated appropriately. But at the same time, we know that even if we've delegated something, there are times and appropriate times and places when someone may still need our help. And then the last thing on how to delegate, number 7, is that as leaders, we need to focus more on the results that we want from people when we delegate, more than we focus on the exact steps and process and approach that they take to get the results. All right. Now, that does not mean that we don't care about the process they take or that we don't care about the process or the approach. What it means is we don't want to micromanage every single step that they take to get the work done. We want to focus more on the results because that's what's important. We do care if they're following a moral, ethical, and biblical approach and process, but we don't want to micromanage to the point where we're worrying about the exact step of everything that they do. So focus more on the results than on the exact process or approach. Okay, I want to end this video with a case study, and at the end of this, at the end of the video, you're going to get this case study written out for you as well. And see what you think about how you would respond in this particular situation. I'll quick read it to you, but again, you'll have it after the video. In this case, there's a school leader named Todd who is overwhelmed. He puts together the teaching curriculum for the school. He creates and copies the teaching handouts. He prepares the snack breaks. He sets up the classroom. He cleans the classroom. He creates the daily meal menu. He buys groceries. He pays the ministry bills, and he tracks the finances. So you get the idea. He's doing everything. This is the school leader. However, several staff have recently joined the school. Kate is gifted at hospitality. Sandra loves cooking, and Sam has an accounting degree. So in order to apply what we've learned from delegation, what do you think Todd should delegate, to whom, and why? And are there any questions you'd want to ask first? All right, enjoy the case study.